Not all Mandalorians are bounty hunters. Some serve a higher purpose. This is a review on the Black Series Bo-Katan helmet by Hasbro, so stick around. This is the way.
Hello, Mandos and fellow collectors. David from Fire Spray Pilot Cosplay and Props here. Here coming at you again with another helmet review. This time it's the Hasbro Black Series Bo-Katan helmet. I gotta say, I really love this thing off the bat, and it will not disappoint. So if you're able to get your hands on one, go ahead and pick one up. That's gonna be the overall review on this thing. Okay, but let's get into this and let's break it down. Bo-Katan, I don't know anything about Bo-Katan. I'm gonna be very honest with you. All I know about her character is what I've seen on The Mandalorian. I like her. I like her character. I like where it's going with the storyline. But that's all I really know about her. I'm not much into reading much of the lore or anything like that. I watched the original trilogy. I'm more into the armor and the props and the costume building and stuff like that. I've been a little out of touch for the past several years on, being in depth with the lore of the thing. But I gotta say that as far as a TV show, I really like her character. It's pretty cool. She's a pretty cool character. Okay. As far as the design on the helmet or the design on the armor and the costumes on the show, I mean, they are just amazing. All right. I mean, that is just stuff of, storytelling legend. So the helmet itself is a nice plastic, just like every other Hasbro Black Series helmet. Okay. It's very nicely constructed. It's got a nice weight to it. All right. And I gotta say that the paintwork on it is phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. I've seen some of the fans and the other artists out there that have taken these helmets, either 3D printed or they'll cast them, and then they do the artwork on it. This is a lot of work. Okay, this is a lot of stenciling, a lot of painting, a lot of taping. Okay, a lot of layer work, and I mean, they do a phenomenal job, but it's not an easy paint job to do when you look at it. And I'm going to give you guys a full 360 of the helmet in a second, but I think that they did a phenomenal job with it. I mean, you can just go out there and pick one of these up and not have to worry about painting this sucker yourself, and that's always a plus. Take it from me. Okay. Before I forget, I'll show you guys the box. All right, so this is the box that it came in. Right, again, Hasbro Black Series, they do a really good job on the artwork on the box. Okay, just shows a lot of the information about the product going all the way around the box. Okay, it's got the newer design where it's not really a square box. Okay, that's the top, and this is the bottom. UPC code, little other details. All right. That's it. Okay, that's the box. Let's get that out of the way. All right, let's go back to this sucker right here. All right, I'll give you guys a full view on it. So here it is. Okay, there's a quarter off the front right. It's the right side of the helmet with the viewfinder and the stock. Got the back of the helmet. Top, left side, left quarter, top. Okay, and again, it's a very, very well-made design, well-made helmet. I mean, again, hands off to Hasbro and the Black Series. They did an amazing job with this helmet. All right, I mean, I'm very, very happy with it. I got this off of Big Bad Toy Store. If you're still able to get them, I pre-ordered this a couple of months ago. They're going for $124.99 or $125 before shipping and taxes. And Like I said, I had this on pre-order for a while, and they finally shipped it out this week, and it arrived today. So there it is. Very happy with it. Okay. Let's see what else. The interior. Let's show you guys the interior real quick. Again, not bad. Okay. Hasbro isn't sparing no expense. And guys, listen, I've been building props and collecting props for years, a little over 20 years. And the interior is always something that we try to like not even worry about. We always spend a lot of time concentrating on the outside and the paint and stuff like that. But these guys spare no expense on the interior either. I mean, it looks very nice. It's got these the typical Mando interior, okay? And you're gonna see some cushioning here that's very nice. It's got the same details on the top of the helmet, underneath that helmet liner, and you see some cushioning in there. All right, details on the inside, and you got the visor in there. All right, very nice helmet, very well made, and visibility out of this thing is pretty good. All right, I'd put it out there at about 95%. Okay, and the reason I don't give it 100% is because there's a very slight distortion in the visibility, but not bad at all. Okay, not too bad. I would say it's near 100%, and that's shy of the tinting, of course. Okay, so you're gonna have to take into account the tinting. So if you're working in a darker or low lit environment, you're gonna have to take into account that it is tinted. It is gonna be a darker shade, but the visibility is very, very good. You're not gonna have any problem seeing out of this thing. Of course, you have the cutouts here, which are very, very narrow on the eyes, okay, which is reminiscent of that Bo-Katan design. So you're gonna have to work your eyes around that, up, down, left, right. So you can get peripheral view, up and down view. You can turn your head left or right or up or down to help you with that. But overall, out of the lens itself, visibility is very, very well, okay? It's very good, okay? The interior, as far as holding, whoa, sorry about that. As far as holding your head in place, and it's gonna be another helmet liner, all right? And you guys have seen the helmet liners before, okay? It's one of those hard hat liners, and they do come off. So if you wanted to adjust it to your head, just take it off, adjust it to your head, put it back on, snap it back in. There are adjustments for the front of the head, the back of the head, and then how close to the top of the helmet you want your head to sit. So you can adjust all those three areas to make it comfortable. Or you can take it out and go for a custom type padding on the interior if you'd like to do that, okay? As far as the features, it has this feature just like the actual Boba Fett helmet and the Death Watch helmets and stuff like that, the prototype helmet, okay? So if you push the button, the rangefinder does come down, okay? And then you have the flashing lights, all right? Then you have the rangefinder that lights up as well, okay? Now for some reason I'm having a little bit of a hard time removing this cover here, but the cover does come off just like the Fett helmets, and you can just slip through it, okay? But there it is, the lights are on. You can see that there's a little bit of a backlight there in the back, okay? Let's see if I can get this cover off for you guys. It's giving me a little bit of a hard time. I don't want to force it, but it does come off to reveal the viewfinder, just like on this helmet here, where you can see through the viewfinder, okay? This has the actual same ability, but I don't want to force it right now. It does come off, okay? Let's see what else. It does not talk, does not have any voice changer design in it, no details like that, okay? So it's just the rangefinder comes down, you have the flashing lights. This panel here comes off, okay? There's a cover there, and you're gonna need one AAA battery, okay? Take care of that, all right? Overall, like I said, I mean, I really like the helmet, all right? It's very well made. I mean, I don't have any complaints about it, okay? Let's go with some sizes here, okay? With my measuring tape. Let's size it up a bit. So as far as the height, we're looking at about I'd say about 10.5 inches on the height. Okay. Yeah, looking pretty good at 10.5 inches. Okay. The width of the helmet. The width is going to be, and this is measuring the exterior of the helmet, the complete exterior. We'll get to the opening in a second. Okay, so the complete exterior of the helmet is going to be 10 inches. And then the depth of it, we're looking at 11 inches. Okay, so 10.5 by 10. Then as far as the depth, it's 11 inches. All right. The opening, so the actual head size, okay, we're looking at, nice and tight at 7.75, 7 3/4. That's the width, okay. The depth of it, we're looking at 10 inches on the depth, okay. And then let's go for the height. Looking at about 10 inches on the height. Okay, so 10 inches on the height. Okay. Overall, like I said before in my videos, let's check this out real quick. Yeah, so I have a 22-inch head. Okay, I'm one of these lucky or unlucky people. However you want to look at it, but I have about 1 inch on each side. Okay, I have about 1 inch on each side, and this will fit fairly well on anyone with about, I'd say, 23.5. All right, 23.5-inch head. The helmet looks like it gets a little narrower towards the top, so I'd say a 23.5-inch head. 24, 25, you're gonna start pushing the envelope on this thing a little bit, and you might have a little difficulties getting this thing on. All right, now I will say, if we're gonna start getting into the helmet comparison, as far as sizing on this thing, that Bo-Katan is a female character, and I did plop this on my my wife, and she looks like a bobblehead. Okay, even me with this on, without the accompanying armor, it looks pretty big on your head. All right, so keep that in mind, that they did not reduce the size at all for a female fit. It is very in line with these other helmet sizes. And I think that once you don the rest of the armor, you have everything on together, I think that everything will nicely, I guess, regulate its way out, or it'll look better, okay, once it's all together. Okay, once you put the armor on with the helmet, I think you'll look like you're more in proportion. Okay, that's what I meant to say. All right, let's see what else. Sizes, or size comparison. Okay, let's go ahead and use the Mando helmet first. All right, so here it is, and we'll bring the Mando helmet right next to it. Okay, so there it is next to the Mando helmet. This is slightly taller, not by much. I'd say a 1/4 inch taller. All right, so this to the side. There it is. Back of the helmet. Line them up. Bam. And then the other side. And there they are. Okay. And then, of course, with her accompanying Death Watch helmet. There they are. This is side by side with the Death Watch helmet. I always keep in mind that the Death Watch helmet design is typically going to be very wide, okay, wider than most helmets. Okay, it's wider than the Bo-Katan helmet. It's going to be wider than the Mando helmet as well. Okay, but that's just the way that the Boba Fett style helmets are. Okay, they're going to be a little wide. Okay, let's go to the left side here. Just out. Here we are. Back. the other side. And I gotta apologize, guys. I mean, you know, I try to work in whatever room I can, but if you guys notice, I don't have a background or anything behind me anymore. It's I'm renovating certain parts of my house at different times, and this is the next room, so I had to move everything out of it. There it is, a quarter view. There it is. Okay. If you guys have any questions about the helmet, or if I missed anything, all right, go ahead and ask me in the comments. All right, I'm just very happy with this thing. All right, the visor itself, I meant to tell you earlier, it's perfect. It's just like this. It sits in there perfectly, and I can tell you from a prop builder's perspective, getting the visor in to where it's well seated on there is not an easy thing to do. Okay. It's usually one of the hardest things, and I spend a lot of times figuring out how to mount the visors in there so that they're nice and flush with the rest of the design. And these guys just do an excellent job at getting those visors seated in there perfectly. Okay. So again, if you have any questions about it, let me know. This cover does come off. I managed to get it off a little bit, but you know, I don't want to force it, but it does come off. You have the little clear rangefinder lens that you can look through, okay, when it's in the down position. All right, and the lights do work. All right. Overall, I love the helmet. Very nice design. I'm just gonna keep it as is. I don't see a reason to do anything to this thing. Okay, the weathering is good. The damage on the helmet is very well done. The overall paint job is well done. You know, I believe that's supposed to be an owl insignia or something like that. I don't know, but it's very well done, very well painted, very well crafted prop here. Okay, so again, let me know what you think. If you have any questions, and what was that? What is this? So I picked this up a while back, and it came in at the same time that this helmet came in, and there's plenty of reviews out there on it, so I'm not going to do a review on this. I'm not a big lightsaber collector either, but for some reason I've always liked or been attracted to the design of the Rey Scavenger lightsaber. Okay, so that's what this is here. Okay, there it is. Very nice design. I got to tell you, it is very hefty, very heavy. It's all metal construction. Okay, this is not leather, it's cloth, but it's an excellent looking lightsaber. Okay, so if you're in the market for one of these, I've been looking for one for a while. I've looked at some of the fan-made props, I've looked at the Disney prop, but this is the way to go. This is the Hasbro Black Series Rey lightsaber. This is the way to go, guys. It is loud, it is nice, and very simple. Okay, the switch to turn it on is actual rotation here, just like Rey's lightsaber, and it is cool as can be. Okay, and I'll put the blade on for you guys here. See how fast it's done. Blade goes in, snaps in place, slip the actual top back on, right? And boom, there it is. Very nice prop. So, if you're in the market for a lightsaber or a Rey lightsaber, pick that one up. Other than that, guys, again, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about this helmet, all right? Or any other questions that you may or may not have. It doesn't have to relate it to this stuff. It could be anything pertaining to prop building, okay? I'm usually pretty good with answering questions, so let me know what you got. Other than that, you guys be easy, keep building, keep dressing up as classic spacemen, all right? And you guys take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.